and weighty, and I feel more fitted into this more than any other that I have been before. Maybe I should mention I'm a member of the Chartered Institute of Administrators and also a member of the Institute of Chartered Economists of Nigeria. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm a public servant, an assistant director, aspiring to be a deputy director soon with the National Assembly, and where I have put in 25 years in service. Also, I run an NGO. I'm the CEO of an NGO called Scale Charity Initiative, which deals on helping widows in various areas. Having said that, today I don't want us to talk so much, but to dwell on what the city has raised an issue about women aspiring, to go forward, to move forward, especially women in leadership and those who are aspiring to be in leadership. Honestly, it's not easy. I am particularly glad when CD was talking about women in governance. I was so glad because it's something I always think that more of such kind of programs and initiatives should come up to help women, because a lot of women, are finding it very difficult to get into where they need to put in their potentials. And even for those who have gone into places where they should grow, sometimes there is no encouragement for them. It's not easy. It's not an easy term. Okay, so I always tell women, I also mentor women too. I always tell them, where a man works 3 hours and he succeeds, as a woman, you're going to work times 10. So you're going to work 30. So that before you can even be recognized. So it's a terrain we have found ourselves, just like one of the people in this panel have spoken, that it is not easy. Even in Nigeria here, there are so many challenges that we are, grappling with. And it's not easy. We are talking about 35% affirmation, and I don't think we are anywhere near there yet. It has not been easy. We know the challenges, even when we are trying to make some little achievements in the south and in the east. We know the challenges we have with our sisters in the north. But by and large, we are not to be discouraged. I'm glad that an institute like this has something to help women to grow, to help them to take care of some of these challenges and to get their voices to be heard. And I also think others can take a clue from that and see what they can do, because it must be a conscious effort. It's not something we just leave open. We must make a conscious effort. Like in my office, I saw a body that was trying to talk about, a bill on seats for women in parliament and in other political positions. And I was very happy about that. I identified with them and all of that. I have been a part of a committee on women affairs, and I understand some of these challenges in depth. So it must be a conscious effort, by all and sundry, so that we can move our women to contribute their own quota. We cannot be talking about an equal and egalitarian society and then the efforts of women does not count. And like I always tell people, if today you are shouting, let the woman go and sit down, let her enter the kitchen, remember you are training your girls to go to school. Are you also training them so that when they get to that situation, or that stage, somebody will push them and say, go to the kitchen? So let us know that we must all consciously and put in great effort to make this society where men and women's efforts count. Thank you very much.
The question will be going to Dr. Godwin. Now, in a reaction to what she has said, now you have a relationship with people in current leadership. So if you want to start now in Nigeria, how do we create this balance? That's what she has said. Thank you very much. It's a very clear opportunity. I have listened so much, listened so well too. But please, before I proceed, I want still to stand on the existing protocol. Engineer Dr. Godwin Jack Udom is my name. I came in to see some good friends. One of them is that man sitting down there with red cap. My friend, this is exactly where you belong. And I feel so happy. I feel so happy to have you here. He's already here. You see, when we are talking about leadership, leadership has been a very, very serious issue in Nigerian setting. Unfortunately for us, we have Dr. Theophilus Cornerstone. He's an asset to our country. We must confess to you, he's an asset. It's a godsend. I listened to him again this morning, talking about leadership. That leadership is not you, it's not me. The only thing we have is covenants, but the real leadership is God. I feel so happy about that. But then, because it was about leadership, I stood up and said, look, please give me some few minutes. I drove down to the national chairman of our great party, the APC. I'm not a politician, only I have relationship. I said, look, they are discussing leadership and I want us to be there. Please, we have to go there. He looked at me and said, Engineer Odo, you want us to go there? I said, yeah. He said, please come, let me show you something. He took me to his parlor. And I met over 45 people there. Among those 45 people was my own governor, was there. But then he now told me, Engineer, please, can you wait for me? Or should we leave all these people to go to that conference? Or can you wait for me to finish with these people? And I look at him. I say, Prof, when we are talking about leadership, it is not you, but when we are talking about covenants, that is where you belong, and you have showed it right here practically. Please show these people covenants and let me go back. But before I go back, I have a package for you. I think that thing should be showed here. Yeah, I presented the souvenir and all the stuff to him. And I must confess to you that I hear, I wish that man is there. He's talking about paper. We should live beyond that. It's about, I think, leadership beyond norms. Beyond norms. That doesn't work out. If this sister can tell you privately, or if that man there, because I know his schedule. Oh yeah, I have 3 offices. One here in Abuja, one in Port Harcourt, one in Akwa Ibom. I serve as special advisor to Chairman Senate Committee on Oil and Gas Host Community. I serve as special advisor to Chairman Senate Committee on Local Content. And I still have a lot of them. But I look at them on the face and tell them, look, this is my bill. Because I don't have 1 second. As I'm talking to you now, I flew in yesterday evening from Ibadan. We're having an engineering conference in Ibadan. But this is very important. I'm monitoring my time. I'm leaving here right now to Port Harcourt. We are talking about governance. But then, the bottom line is, how do we balance it? I must confess to you that with time, we will see it. So we have great women that have shown the Nigerian state that women can do it. And they can do it better. Oh yeah. I mean, we have gone a long way. But I still believe that with time we will get there. Let me shock us. We have some great leaders. But then, they are limited at one point or the other. You don't need paper. You don't need to show somebody that you can do it. You drive down to Kuba Express Road, you will see one hotel there, they call it a Star Palace View Hotel. Star Palace View Hotel. Okay, that's the picture. Oh yeah, that's your national politician, that's your national chairman. But then, something happened. That place was owned by a woman. They once had over 6 engineers. But then when I came in, I discovered that if there is one thing this woman value, it's time, not the money. It's time, time. Women can do it. But unfortunately, I want to say it, that the society is gradually getting there. I don't want, because of time, to enumerate one after the other. But if we can go to our archives and look at the role of women in shaping our society, I mean, they are goal-getter. They don't fail. So the issue of balancing it is just time, just for time. But definitely, as we are progressing, we have seen that women, today as I'm talking to you now, a woman has been voted as the vice president of Nigerian Society of Engineers. That automatically, a woman is the one that is leading. I am telling you, that lady has done what 10 presidents has never done. The one that just left. Women, I want to reassure you that the society might be a bit closer now, but with time we will get there. Please, for want of time, let me just stop there for now. Thank you very much for this.
Before we round up, Dr. Evans, I want you to represent the future, the youth on Africa for the sake of this platform. Just in 30 seconds, how should African leaders prepare the future generation? That has been the passion that Dr. Theophilus Cornerstone is talking about in the morning. That the future of Africa is not in front, it's behind. So to round up this session, I want you to speak about how will the African leader prepare the future in your own words.
Well, thank you for that question. Once again, I'm Dr. Valentino Evans, and I'm the CEO of Blackbird Global Consulting Limited in Nigeria. I'm also the I'm a BDSP, the Business Development Service Provider, the national accredited BDSP, and I'm also the ecosystem manager for all BDSP currently. Now, I'm saying all that to say something. If you have to look for man's approval to move in the world that we are today, you will never ever be able to do anything. Do not wait for anybody's approval. Before I speak or I go on any stage or anywhere, I stand at the corner and I tell myself, I am anointed for this. This is why I'm here. I have identified my place and I am climbing a pedestal and I'm not going to apologize for it. The future that Dr. Cornerstone is talking about, there are kids. I actually used to fear for our kids in Nigeria here until I saw the mass exodus. Our own mass exodus is greater and bigger than the one that happened in the Bible. But there is something happening. There is definitely going to be a return. We have room now to prepare the infrastructure to which they will return to. And that is what we are working on. We are not leaving any stone unturned to prepare the infrastructure. To build institutions, we have to invest in people. I'm currently writing or working on a book that tends to shift the focus of organizations, companies, institutions from profit or profit-centric view to the people-centric view. I love the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management and Development. Why? Because it joins the word personnel management and the word development together. It's not true. So when you say the futures in the past, you say, look at them, the work you have done, the development, the job you have done will always show in the future that you see. If you're a nagging father or if you're a wicked father at home, just give the children time. They will drink into it. They will come out and show what they drank into. So, before you step out of your home, whoever or whatever capacity you are in the society at large, no matter how much everybody does rankadili or sad to you, when we get home, we want to see the impact in your children. We want to see what you are. What they are will show what work or what you are in the public. I tell my children, don't be nice outside and then your work is lacking at home. I don't care whether you are the class prefect or you are the senior whatever at school. At primary 5, I was the school prefect. We had a primary 6, but I became the head boy at primary 5. And we had a primary 6 in school. It shows what? Now, it just buttresses leadership. So, our development is we must begin to create infrastructure that will be able to produce the kind of leaders that we want to see tomorrow. I said something, and I'm not going to apologize for this statement because I speak. I'm kind of like a bridge between the old and the new. And I speak for them when I say that we have a constitution that still needs a lot of addressing. As a matter of fact, we need to do away with what we have as a constitution and sit down and find a presbytery that can form a proper constitution that will bring us to the future. The truth is, we carry such potentials in our DNA as black people on the grounds of Africa than any white man would ever carry. And until we see that, we will see ourselves as marginalized in color, in race, in generation. And so therefore, when we wake up and see those kids, when I go out, I see children going home from school, little children holding each other, no parents there, they will guide themselves home. And then, no car hits them. But the adults who are driving on the road, being pompous because they just bought a brand new Toyota Jeep, will crash into each other because they can't wait for 5 seconds at an intersection for each other to pass. Who are you leading? These little children should be given the helm of affairs to lead you. If a 7-year-old elder child can hold a 4-year-old brother and take her 4 kilometers from school to the house and from the house to school every day, 5 days a week without crashing, and you that just bought a brand new Toyota have crashed just because you drank too much or you are power drunk or liquor drunk or whatever drunkenness, we need to go and see and check our modus operandi. Our SOPs should be revisited. Your gray hair is not what I'm honoring when I look at you. I have stopped honoring gray hair on people. I honor the result, I honor the development, I honor what you have given to the society. And so therefore I submit at this point by saying, they are yawning, they are looking up to us, they are looking at our faces. Their grandfathers seated here. Very soon now, if we give time, we become great grandfathers sitting down here because things have crashed. I want to implore and beg everybody here. You are being conferred on a certain position in this institution. Taking the certificate and running away is not what makes you. I've been so disheartened by seeing people just take the certificate and today should be dropped out totally from the calendar. I had to get all this to and pick my children from school because I needed to sit down. You take the certificate, you take the placard, you don't place it. What have you done with it? Or should block out the whole of today. The National Students Union dance of the Northern Students came to honor me here. I didn't know they were watching what I was doing. They came to honor me right here. I only sent my work out to them. We never sat down face to face. But we pour out as much as we can. And I made a promise to them to give them as much as I can, as free as I can, and as passionate as I can. Because they came to honor me. They came to call us to honor. What they came to do was to activate something they saw and they wanted, and I promised them they're going to get it. The picture, I didn't put it on LinkedIn, I didn't put it on anywhere. My staff were telling me, put it out, put it out. I'm like, that's not the job. What we will put out is the product. When we start doing traction reports, putting attraction report, when we start doing the capacity building program we want to do there, these are the pictures we take and now reference to where it all started from. What are we referencing to? If we ask your children, where is the source of your wealth? Can they show books that their father wrote? Can they show inventions that you created? Can they put down the things that their father actually worked on that give life to them? On this note, I think I will just stop right here. Thank you very much.
It's time to take a bow. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for being part of this welcome, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Dr. Godwin. Thank you, Dr. Evans, and thank you, ma'am, for being part of this.